Welcome back. We are us, and thankfully, this time the game didn't have to though it's mostly only because I didn't end up having to, restart the game. Otherwise, we'd be looking at textures loading in again. And who doesn't love textures loading in? Me, I don't love it. It was me, Barry. I don't have the capacity to stance up like blocking Andy there. So all I can do is RP walk. I don't see haze, so this will be over in a flash. Always watch your corners. Grief, anger, ecstasy, and fear is probably out of my line of sight. I do have one of every weapon, or every attunement on my weapons, so if I need to hit those or something, we have the technology. Oh, never mind the thing about them not having haze. And they've got the worst one. Thankfully, I've got the equalizer ready to go. Here lies the first limbic anvil, the sacred anvil of Modus, and with it was forged the stroke of our redemption. But not just any stroke, apparently the first stroke. And it must have felt good. This is level 10. I almost feel... Well, I have to. I know I have one, but it's the wrong one. That saddens me something awful. Okay. So in this instance, we actually want... We want to distract the blocking Andy and leave and put enough distance between me and the porcelain Andys to keep them like that. The moment I get ready to go into a fight, it acts up, huh? Okay. You don't want this heat, buddy. And I'm full again. And since you parried, not perfect, but pretty freaking good if I do say so myself. So how does this work? Beyond lies the means to safeguard the future. Seek out the previous calamities, for only those who truly understand the past may enter.
What do you make of this?
Vitalis and the Vigil believe whatever's behind that door will end the calamity. This isn't over. We need 3 more keystones to find out if they were right.
I'll take some pictures.
We didn't bother looking for the first forge, which was an oversight. I'll make sure they send a recovery team. We analyzed your weapons. They are far superior to our own. Your friend Victor has been very cooperative.
He knows nothing. Let him go.
We hardly touched the boy. He wasn't that hard to crack open. You and Miss Alver, on the other hand, have a much harder shell. You didn't know. Our operatives caught up with Miss Alver. She couldn't quite handle the drug and fell into a coma. It's an unfortunate side effect.
Torturing a kid and a woman. Congratulations, you're assholes.
Funny. I thought sociopaths didn't care about anyone.
Oh, fuck you.
You accessed some very restricted files on the Zeal server. Who was helping you? Who granted you clearance?
I'm getting to that.
Fair enough. So you found a door with a strange mechanism. What happened next?
Well, for starters, the mechanism is called a lock.
Okay. I have what I need.
When you're finished down there, come back to the APC.
We have a lot to go through.
Let's hope Vitalis was right.
While you make your way back, I'll check the Zeal server to see if I find anything to get us started.
Yeah, we're done here. So the two keys, or the two limbic keys that we need to open the door to kill the last time loop guardian. And just think. I cast genocide on nearly everything in that area, only to find out my spell doesn't go through locked doors. Probably because it's focused in an AoE around me, but details. So that means I'm going to have to come back somewhere towards the end of the game. Well, I would say repeatedly, but if I can control it, if it's within my power, I'm not going to come back here until I have all three of the remaining keys. Or the keystones in this particular case. At which point I should have both of the limbic keys needed to open the door, kill the time loop guardian, and see what's going on in that time loop. For now, we perform a little rear entry. Yes, I get it. It
I found some
docks.
possible leads to get us started.
No hello, no welcome back, Handy J. Okay. First, let's start with research.
Find anything?
Yes.
Interesting find. Let's see what the server can tell us about it. Interesting. I'll look it up. I found a vault of forbidden knowledge in the Vissa Hills.
So we've got that unlocked. That'll be our next stop. And then we'll go visit Victor. Okay, Whirlpool unknown. Well, it's not unknown, it's unknown. Whirlpool unknown snowflake anger. Well, I'm sort of done with you right now. We've got loot. Everything here should be dead because I broke the time loop. Right? That's how that works, right? I'd be...
I am no longer your enemy.
Why the sudden change of heart?
She's...
New information has come to light, and as a consequence, it has dramatically changed my perspective.
That's
I can
his
smell
mother.
the bullshit from here.
As a show of good faith, I'm sending you a code. You will be able to access more information on the Seal server. That is all I can do for now. I will contact you again as soon as I can.
I don't like it.
It might be a kill switch, but I created a back door in case they tried shutting us down.
How?
Access code received. Shall we? I am curious to know if we have a new friend.
You didn't trust her a second ago.
It's not about trust. We're calling a bluff.
You know more about this stuff
Because
than I
you
do.
magically hacked this
Your call.
APC. Okay.
Her code is legit. We didn't need it. I already bypassed most of their security systems.
Of course you did.
It seems we have a new friend.
I mean, granted, we're not going to go into detail about how she knows how to hack, but we're just going to believe that she knows how. Okay. Just in case this is still a cutscene. Where the frick did this thing drop me off at? Where am I? Okay, I recognize this area. I don't have any of the stuff I need in order to open the doors that are further in, they're locked with a specific key I just don't have right now. So our only concern, there's also this snake thing, but I don't know what the deal is with that, and I don't have what I need there. So again, as I was saying, our only objective here is the waterfall. Wait. You little... Also, I notice everything is dead here. Still dead. So the time loop, breaking the time loop does in fact kill everything. Or keep everything dead. Well, that could have been bad. So, where is the waterfall? It's out of my line of sight. No, we're not even going to play around with that. It's not like we're about to get into combat or anything, so it's fine. We didn't need those ankles anyway. I'll just install the other ones we picked up. Wait, what do you mean you picked up ankles? Don't question it. Just let the information wash over you and nod your head. So, according to memory, it was whirlpool. Unknown. Snowflake. And anger. It doesn't get a colorful one, but it was originally called Angry Fence, or Dangerous Fence, something like that. Painting of Lady Marguerite. A faded painting depicting Lady Marguerite, Mother of Argyle. Well, we know where we found it. Glyph of the Void, enhanced. This is a rank 2. Set and trigger, costs 290 energy. The passive damage is 90 a second, and the explosion is 170. Okay, so I guess we can have the lesser ones on a weapon we're bringing up. Ah, a new anger glyph. Best of all, it's new. Second best of all, it's enhanced. So, what we have here is a tap mechanic that requires that you're locked onto a target. First of its kind that we've discovered so far. It costs 150 energy, and it stuns for 3 seconds. Pure hatred manifests into a lasso that ensnares a targeted limbic entity, vengefully pulling it back into melee range and stunning it in the process. Okay. It's aggressive, I like it. Parchment of Anticipation. An ancient parchment describing the anticipation felt nearing the completion of a grand project. And apparently the grand project is called the Eminous Shroud. Okay. How it even stands upright is unknown to me. Our calculations must not have been in vain. Perhaps it is truly Cytheris' hand, and yes, I'm going to pronounce it that way, that promptly guided our machinations. The device latches and twirls about the sphere. It is indeed most impressive. So much effort. Many have died or disappeared in its making. That should be alarming. I pray for them all, and I thank them. Just cogs in the machine, apparently. Jish and Haas have been atop the last walkway for the past days. Even if they shout, we cannot hear them from below, such is the soaring height of our invention. That is actually disturbing. Do you realize how far you have to be from someone to not hear them shout? That is an absurdly tall mechanism. They are affecting some final adjustments with the Artesian auric pallets. The time draws anxiously close. It has been so many years, so many failures and successes, but here we are. Will it work? I don't know or care. Yet, we have new defensive gear. A grade 2 pendant of ecstasy. Battle bliss. It has the usual stats. While grievously wounded, strikes against you will reduce the damage you take. I don't know what that's supposed to be. No, hate it. Letter of a Spy's Insight. An ancient letter reporting progress on the search for Auriga Museum. Ooh, piece of candy. A new passive relic has been acquired. The Unbound Delusion. Madman's Essence. Unfetter your mind, increasing limbic energy, but reducing damage. Interesting. Very interesting. And finally, we have the Glyph of Rapture enhanced. Its use mechanic is charge-based, requiring no lock-on and costing 240 energy. At max charge, it deals 1,280 damage, which is decent. With an explosion radius of 10 meters. Rapturous energy swells around you and erupts in an embrace. Oh, that damages all nearby limbic entities. I don't hate it. Took me a second to remember where I was. Yeah, I'm certain I got everything. I'm not going to leave it to chance. I just love my loot. Let me go. There's nothing else we need to do here. And this is not the right way. You know what? I don't need this crap. I'll just take the... Do I have the key for this thing yet? I've picked up a lot of garbage in my time, so... I'm hoping against hope that I do have what I need to open this chest. But I don't believe for a second that I do. I don't have anything of that shape. That might end up being one of the keystones. I don't imagine that it could be, because if you forget about this thing, you just lose the keystone forever. So, it can't be a keystone. It just can't. But I have no idea what it could be. I remember there was a symbol that looked like that on one of the panels back wherever it was we just came from. Looking for a save point. There should be one along this path. I haven't the slightest where exactly. There we go. Alright, let's figure out, well, hold on. We do need to go and visit Victor. So we'll do that next. Don't look at me like that. I've got nothing for you. I still don't have the pills for the soldier, assuming they actually exist. I don't think there's anyone else that needs help out there, but there is still a place in the marshes we have not been yet. And I don't have the code. I don't have the code to open the gate to get in there. And the enemies in there, there are 5 of them, have the blue haze. And I'm hoping, desperately, that it is not rank 2. I don't even remember what the rank 1 was anymore. All I know is rank 2 is my enemy.
Let's get those weapons. Oh, nice. I'll be able to improve your weapons even more now.
Imbue defensive gear up to grade 3, upgrade weapon up to grade 5. I have 2 that are over level, well, at level 10. 1 is over level 10. Weave limbic consumables of good quality. I need healing items. You got any of those just lying about, maybe? So I do have a glyph that lets me heal myself. I need batteries so that I can feed the weapon that is equipped to, which I don't currently have equipped, but it's fine. Trust me, it's fine. Medium battery for 66. That's a total of 912? No, not with the 0 there. No, that's... It's 1020. 1020 energy, which should be fine. I mean, they cost this. No, that uses medium shards. For smalls, I don't. Actually, these work better since the healing is channeled. be having 15. God dang it. Would be good. How many do we currently have? 6? We'll do that. We don't have absurd limbic energy capacities yet, so this battery should be fine. We'll do the same as we did for the last one.
I've outdone myself this time.
And for the self-damaging, actually we have one ecstasy glyph that deals damage to the self, so self-damage I could have gone with. So I could go with this. Neutral small. We'll go with 10 of those. I want to give the grief glyph that deals self-damage over time a decent chance just to see if it's any good. And I know it's not going to be. I know. Especially not at rank 1. But we have to try at least. So
The Taoists will be proud.
let's see. I don't have enough rage shards in order to upgrade this, which irks me.
Here, it's better than.
Okay, so apparently, I didn't notice this before. This brooch, or this defensive gear that restores health when I kill an enemy, it restores 15% of my maximum health, which is not insignificant at all. So far, we have come across a lot of grievously wounded based, what's it called? The defensive gear. I was stuck thinking about what I was planning to do here, which is why I forgot what the name of the thing was. I have to remember we have this, which makes this just not worth investing in. Though it was pretty close to this, so... But the damage difference between the two is absurd. Jeez. The third hit in just 4 levels jumps from 300 to 500 damage, and the 4th hit jumps from 500 to nearly 1,000 in just 4 levels. Wait. Their stats are different. The level 6 that I brought up from nothing has 19% limbic theft. That's the energy. But the one we found that was level 10 only has 13%. This has 24% limbic theft. This only has 14. So ones we find in the wild just end up having worse limbic theft. And I mean, that's the only stat that actually differs. The parry, agility, and attack speed, there's like apparently no nuance between them. If it's D, it's D. It's not D minus, it's not D plus, it's just D. So, because I did try swinging them, so I know if the attack speed's the exact same between them, and it was, then there's no variance between that stat. So only limbic theft is the difference. And 24% is disgustingly high. At least compared to 14. I don't want to use the Great Sword of Ecstasy because it's going to be so incredibly bad. Let's see, 25% is this one's limbic theft. This one that we found is 19% compared to this one, which we also found it, but it's a little higher, granted. So the Spade of Death only has 10% guard protection. Meaning it reduces 10% of my damage when I'm taken when I'm guarding. I wonder if that doesn't just apply to when you're guarding, though. Because remember, when we had the Great Sword of Rage, we were just taking less damage. Unless, as the haze split, it just dealt less damage, which is entirely possible. And because this deals damage over a wider area, we were able to just cleave most of them down pretty quickly. I want to use this one, but knowing that the limbic theft is lower, that is rough. That is rough. I don't know how to go forward from here.
Damn.
21% for this one isn't significant enough to bother investing into it unless No, I'm never going to invest in it. I just won't. But the limbic theft of that one being... No, this one is still just as good, and it's already on its way up.
Here.
You poor thing. I really wish I could give you what you need. But unfortunately, rage shards appear to be awfully rare. Though I could... I need... what kind again? Mediums. That's not going to be cheap. 15. No, I needed 50? So it costs 3 mediums, or 3 smalls to make a medium. Unless I'm... That's weird. Hold on. Okay, that's neutral. Okay, so it's consuming neutral mediums. Which I'm actually going to need going forward.
What needs my attention?
Okay, we don't need to craft 50. We just need to craft enough to add up to 50. God, that is a lot.
Vitalis would be proud.
But the Spade of Death has... I was tempted for about a split second.
I've outdone myself this time.
But as I said, the Spade of Death has served its country well, and I aim to repay that. Okay. Wait, did the stats on it increase? Nope, Olympic Theft is still... Wow! It's a 9% gain on Limbic Theft. Okay, so now we go talk to... I'm sure she has a name. Just certain of it.
Let me know which symbol.
What? Okay, yeah, see, it's the exact shape as the symbol on the chest that we just saw. So I'm actually going to start with this.
Hey, what information did you find out about this symbol?
It was the symbol used by a cult in the year 853. They were called the Servants of TR. To give you an equivalent, it's like saying the Servants of Satan. Due to the cult's rising popularity, the Inquisition of Palom was formed to hunt down its members. The Servants of TR were eventually eradicated. The Inquisition kept the only surviving copy of the cult's holy book as evidence. The book's title is the Gospel of TR. It was stored in the archives of the Patham Abbey in Akasor Marshes, the birthplace of the Inquisition. The Gospel of TR probably holds some answers, if not all of them.
But the Abbey is currently blocked off by Palomists. Not Palomists. Palomists are... I was going to say the good guys, but it's war, so that's debatable.
Hey, did you find any information on this symbol?
I've got 2 leads. The first takes us into a small chapel on the grounds of the cemetery near the village of Jelgen. Why would a small chapel have this symbol above its entrance? It might be worth our while to investigate the area. The second lead is quite strange. It's the symbol of the Ministry of Cultural Primacy. They should call it the Ministry of Propaganda. They're not fooling anyone. Their offices are in Leith. Apparently, Deputy Minister Martin Rolst suggested the design. He may know about the symbol's true origins. It's up to you where you want to start. Jelgin or Leith.
Hey, Tanya, is there more information on Deputy Minister Roust?
I found a few things. Before becoming Deputy Minister, Martin Rolst was an archaeologist. He discovered new evidence concerning an ancient monarch who ruled over Hadia. Rolst's file is heavily redacted, so I can't tell you which monarch it was. The best thing we can do is go to Leith and talk to Rolst himself.
What can you tell me about this symbol?
The Zeal server seemed to have an extensive list of journalists, archaeologists, and historians of Hadia. Due to their research, they were deemed persons of interest. I found a historian who could be of help. His name is Caspian Fran. He researched this symbol for his thesis. He teaches history in Talju. When Agatha and I were traveling through Hadia, the Vigil hid us in a safe house there. During our brief stay in Talju, I met Boro Juven, a local mechanic. He seemed to know everyone in town. Boro would know where Caspian lives.
All right, so we have our tasks, and I'm sure these locations will, yeah. We'll wait on the tall Jew until later. Not a fan of tall people. Actually, I think we're going to stay here for now. I want to go to the Abbey. The Abbey gets me stuff I need to handle other things here. What? That might be a problem. There... What?
Gotta make room for the good shit. I can't wait to... Voss left me in charge while he's at the Abbey.
So he's at the Abbey, got it. So I killed the time loop and I noticed... I say killed. I destroyed the time loop and I noticed there are things alive in my area code. And they're not even sexy singles, you know? Not a single one of them. So, Abbey. That way. Most efficient path is this one. I actually think I want to train up the other greatsword. I know. I said I hated it, but it turns out I hate the Sword of Grief more. But I still... No, the damage of the glyphs is restricted to basically the glyphs themselves. So I was toying with the idea for a split second there that I could just swap the glyphs off of this sword to the other one, and then they do more damage. But that's not the way they work. Oh, right. And get on my finger. Yeah, this passive relic is just too good. As a matter of fact, I completely forgot during that fight with the many grief hazes that a single parry would turn me into a blender. But the parryable attacks only came out once there were a lot of them. And managing what one is doing while waiting for any number of them to use a parryable attack, that was not feasible. So we need more rage shards. I do like this one, though. I really do. So this will double your limbic bar size in exchange for 25% less damage dealt. Why is this the only one with icons? These other two are arguably superior. Now, if you want to do some healing, this is your passive relic. For 25% less damage, I can only have one passive relic equipped. If I could have had two, this solves the problem instantly. I want to try that one out. For now, what are we equipped with again? Right, two that we are going to struggle to level. I have to kill things in this area, but good God, I don't want. This is the way we need to go, though. I'll kill things along the way. God, those porcelain Andes are so freaking weird. Hey, do you have $1 I could borrow? I wish the weapon you were wielding to kill something was... This one's got haze. Affected what kinds of shards it would drop, at least forcing it to drop shards of the weapon's attunement. I turned the audio down some, and it still is extremely loud. It's not as bad as it was before I turned it down. What the frick is going on over there? That's new. I don't know. I'm assuming that they left the village because I advanced the story, not because I destroyed the time loop. Come here, let me put my... Why is there a level 2 haze here? Pick up my my candy. Don't. They've got haze. So these enemies are new. That's why. So they're probably connected to a brand new time loop, which is likely in the Abbey. Oh, joyous day, Kalukale. I do not. I don't like the fact that this thing is just... Alright, let's dance. I deal basically no damage to this thing. Stop what you're doing at once. Guys, the greatsword was level 2. The greatsword was level 2. But the fight put it up to another half almost. Too bad I don't have... Too bad there, one, isn't an agony attunement, and two, it isn't on this sword because, good lord, I am going to suffer trying to get this thing leveled. I think I can hit all 3 of them with my charge from here. But I don't do a lot of damage with this weapon. Of course, I can stun them. I can stun them. Wait, what else is on this weapon? Why? Wait, what? That's what... Okay, so I didn't notice it. You notice how there are only 3 glyphs that we can equip to this, and the 4th one is just empty or non-existent? Apparently, that's where your active relic's ability goes. And we currently have a 10-second stun on a 3-minute cooldown on that button. And we have the ability to pull enemies toward us. Suddenly things are looking up. I can actually... Swells around you. I do want to try that. God, this is going to be rough. Alright. Stun is on X and B. Stance erosion is on A. Yeah, you hear that sound, right? One of these things, or technically all of them, are a time There's a time guardian here. And it's one of these guys. Or all of them, as I said. I don't know why I repeated myself there. I didn't correct anything. Let's do this. Well, the stun didn't work. I'm dead. Ugh. So I didn't know that there is apparently an action cooldown, or I swung the weapon and I can't attack during its animation. Yep, that's the problem. We can try again with the hamburger strat. This way. We'll try the hamburger strat again. But this time we'll give it extra lettuce. I just like hamburgers, okay? Also, I explained why this strat is called the hamburger strat already. If you didn't watch that episode, I honestly don't know which. It was 2 or 3 episodes ago. So, there you go. I'm not going to explain it again. It only works when it's explained in the moment. So, after crossing there, they're moving now. Crap. Oh, the hamburger strat doesn't work if anything's moving. I mean, well, it doesn't work in this case against a group. How far? Yeah, we've got good range. Distance out here we can travel. Okay. Remember, I have no healing items, so I'm relying on this weapon's... I'm relying on this weapon's terrible comparative to the enemy's power level. Damage. And... crap, man. I don't want to switch to one of the other ones. Well... Actually, that could work. So, I was thinking about this particular strategy where I let the weaker weapons leech off of the work of the stronger ones. So basically, it would consist of me using the level 10 weapons and such. And then before I kill the enemy, I'm going the wrong direction. Before I kill the enemy, I swap and finish them with the weak weapon, so that it gets all the shekels. It's going to be ugly, because the weapon swapping isn't... Never mind. You can actually swap... Why do I... Right. Honestly, against enemies with haze, this anything reliant on glyphs is going to suck. Yeah. By the way, I don't know why I did it the long way, but that's where we are. Okay. I suspect that the rank... I said that already. I'm not going to go over it again. It was just going to be an observation based on the rank of the glyph compared to the rank of the weapon. I said that a long time ago. So... They were close enough to Hamburger Strat, but... Why am I focused on this thing? How am I supposed to react when I can't see anything? Granted, I had two options, block or dodge, and either one of them was not going to end particularly well. Actually, hold on. That way we don't have to walk the long way. Now all we have to do is just cross the rickety bridge. So how do we deal with these guys? The haze itself is monstrous. And there being 3 Andes, it's not helping. The hamburger strat is a good idea. But it's too circumstantial, too conditional, I mean. There's definitely a closer save point to this side. Let me go touch that real quick. Rub on it, kiss on. Mother frickin'. Huh? Why the frick did he dodge there? Okay, so yep, that was my fault. I should not have tried to guard against a multiple hit attack. I only realized the flaw in my plan when I started taking damage to my health. Because since discovering the BS that is the grief haze, I've been on the lookout for attacks that might cause me grief, such as it's does, do, will, have. So I'm more alert for that sort of thing. There was a save point around the back, wasn't there? I don't want to go too close to that. So... Oh, great. Rank 2 Rage Haze. Oh, it has to be... Crap, I'm giving the weapon experience when I don't intend to. It's okay since it's this one. I already have tested. I cannot distract it without it immediately summoning its haze. So... So it's an area attack. Good God. That is goddamn brutal. I know there was an enemy back at the... I don't remember what the name of that area was that we left where we dropped off the Grief Keystone. There was an enemy that had Rage... Yeah, Rage Haze. But I never fought it. Because I would remember that obscene attack pattern. Remember it, not have it memorized. Good lord, we are basically under-equipped for this. Also, I am not using my glyphs. Like, I was going to say I'm not using them like I should be, but I'm fighting haze. However, these guys are hamburger strat viable if I can find the right angle. I don't know if I can actually stun them, though. If I target this guy with the glyph that pulls them in, it staggers them for a little while. And then as long as they're getting hit with an attack that can stagger them, it'll keep them stun locked. And the only hit in this weapons combo that does that is the last one. However, the moment I pull him, I'm willing to bet the other two turn hostile. So what the? Just barely. I'm going to have to change tactics for fighting groups with a rank 2 haze. Because rank 1 tactics are not going to work. It appears that I also missed one of them. The one with the weird, what are they? Parachute pants. Did I give that guy a name yet? Angel Andy is too good for it, but Parachute Pants Andy is a little much. Decisions. I think we'll go with Parachute Pants Andy, though. It's a mouthful, but he deserves to be disrespected. So we can stun them. But 10 seconds is not enough to do the damage we need to get rid of as many as possible. and feed this weapon. The only other option is to kill the haze repeatedly and keep them down to very low health. Up to the point where they can no longer summon it, hopefully. Actually. Also, let's put Old Faithful back on. Those should be all we need. So, Parachute Pants Andy will interfere with my ability to use my glyphs, as well as the drone's abilities. So I'd like to distract him first. Why'd I do that? I know it doesn't work, so why did I do that? My God. I also don't know if the weapon gets experience just for slapping enemies, or if it's kills specifically. I killed a rank 2 haze with 3 umbilicals, and all I got was this feeling of accomplishment. He's rank 2. I forgot about the glyphs. I need to get into the habit of using those. So there is a bit of a charge up on that pole. I also noticed that it didn't stun like it was supposed to. So yeah, we're going to have to hard carry the weaker weapons with the strong ones we picked up. Because these... trying to tickle these crazy rank 2 hazes down is... that's just not going to freaking work, bud. Shut up. That's the ticket. Glad I pressed the wrong button. Yeah, so only haze enemies drop the... what did they call it? The sphere... that's just too many words. They drop attunement shards. Oh, look, a good old-fashioned book burning. Yeehaw! Oh, crap, that's the turret. Come on, summon it. That's not the turret. Laugh about that, bud. And just think, I could double the size of my limbic energy bar, but that would be dumb. That would be very dumb. Granted, if I had kept the other relic on, this would have been a little simpler. Having an extra 25% damage is nothing to sneeze at. I am going to kill the... well, I think we do have 2. I need to save one of those amming things for the sphere back at the... oh my god. I almost died. I almost died. That's another one. Haze. It's smoky, so that's the turret, and this is the wrong place to try to engage with that guy. Oh, right, I also need to heal. I could have just died and not wasted limbic energy, but we're better. Oh, this guy's only level 1. Okay, it's comboed my health bar down. Mistimed it. Good job. Weird. These two were attached to the old time loop, and I guess they're just resurrected based on proximity to the new one? That's the only thing I can think of. Not a single goddamn hit I threw. Over here. Whatever I have to do for... We obtained 23. We have to kill those things that way. We got so many rage shards from that. Yeah, it looks like they were only resurrected because they're in the area of the new one. So... You know, I think, I don't know how long this episode has been, but if I go that way, you and I are going to be together for a very long time still. So I'm going to force myself to stop here. I know a good part of the issue with the length of the video at this point is because of the fight with the three Andys connected to that crazy haze, that rank 2 haze. Good lord. I don't know how high the ranks go, but I'm terrified to see anything beyond 2. And I am filled with dread at the thought of there being anything beyond 3. Honestly speaking. Nevertheless, I hope you guys have enjoyed yourselves and everything you've seen here. We will be back tomorrow with one more episode. And then we play more Silk Song. Good lord. I am enjoying these games, and I hope you guys are enjoying it. Whether you slipped up, tripped up, and fell into this video, or it's playing due to autoplay and you are currently asleep, I appreciate you being here. And so with all that said, we will see you next time.